Hey everybody, it's Tiana, and today's video has been super highly requested. I get a lot of emails and DMs, and you guys really want to know how do I plan my day, and a lot of you struggle with planning your small business and with your life, because a lot of us are solopreneurs and we're still trying to find that balance. So this is the video for you. I've definitely been working on this since I relaunched my business last year. I remember I put out a video on how to plan using your Happy Planner, but now I've kind of evolved into a more digital planning system with a few different applications that I use. So I really want to share that with you guys. But the goal of this video is to kind of give you an idea of how to take a big goal or task and then break those down into smaller tasks that you can batch together. So you can definitely follow along. This was a 3-step process for me, and it really helped me to break those things down. I'm a very visual person, so drawing out like graphs and just doodling what I'm thinking in my head on paper really helps me out. So definitely try that if you're a visual person also. So what I did was, my first step is I just brain dumped general tasks that I do within my business. So of course I got to create products. I have to film YouTube videos, edit, keep up with admin, marketing. I just started pretty much brain dumping all of the tasks that I think that I do in my business, and I just put them on a piece of paper. From there, I took those general tasks and I made 4 columns onto my paper, and then representing the 4 weeks. So each week we're going to be batching something different. So we're going to kind of take all of those tasks and then put the like tasks together, if that makes sense, and we're going to focus on those things throughout each week. And the reason we do this is that multitasking isn't very effective, and I know this from experience. So what I used to do is, if I had a candle to make, I would go make the candle while the wax was cooling. I'm editing photos, and then when I'm editing the photo, I kind of miss the temperature that I need to pour the wax. I'm like, my wax is too cold, now I have to warm it back up. So it's definitely not an effective way. Even though we're kind of told multitasking is a skill, it really isn't the best way on your brain, and the tasks at hand aren't getting as much attention as they should. So if you follow a lot of entrepreneurs online, some very successful people, you'll find that they also do batch their tasks, and that says something. So we should really try to replicate that and see how we could make our lives more productive and less stressful for us. So I have my 4 columns, and then what I've done is I've kind of taken those tasks, and for instance, I've kind of created 4 weeks for myself. So I'm going to use my business as an example. So of course I need to batch products. That does take quite a bit of time. So I've actually dedicated 2 weeks to batching products. So week 1 and week 2 are product batching. And then I kind of took product batching and then I broke that down into smaller tasks. So what does that consist of? It consists of me making the candles. And then I also, if I have any new products that I'm launching, I need to create the labels. I need to package those products up and then label them, put them on the shelf so that when I get an order, they're ready to pull. This also consists of taking photos. So if I have a new product that I created that week, I'm going to take the photos for it, and then pretty much just prepping the stock and just getting that ready and cleaning up after myself and organizing the workspace. So that should take me like a whole week, and then each day I will assign myself tasks to get that done. So I have 2 weeks of that. My 3rd week is going to be the admin week. So any new products that I launched in batching week, I should have those photos that I took during batching week, and that means that I'm going to go into my computer and I'm going to edit the photos, and then I'm going to search up SEO. So pretty much admin week is going to be like anything computer based, more so, and editing and all of that. I'm just really focusing on admin type tasks for a whole week. But for the most part, week 3 for me is admin week. Week 4 is me working on a special project. So I do have a project that I really want to launch, and that is week 4. It's pretty much a secret now because it's in the early stages, but I have a whole week dedicated to that. So you can see how I've taken big tasks and then I go ahead and put subtasks within those. So batching week, and then just think of all the things that you need to do to create your product, and then you can go ahead and schedule those into your week. So if you're wondering how do I figure out when to schedule what, I'm actually going to jump into my computer and show you guys that part. Now we're here in my computer, and this is a program that I use daily, and it's called Trello, and I've talked about it before, and I've actually created a blank template like this that you guys can grab for free down below, and you can just use the template. And there's also an instructional video on the template that will show you how to use it. So I'm going to tell you how I use Trello, and then I'll go ahead and show you how I plan my week. And then at the end, I'm going to show you a new planning template that I'm really excited about. It's a little bit obscure, and it's for people who really like games. And I know that sounds a bit weird, but it's a really cool template that I do want to at least show you guys who are interested. So here's my Trello board, and you see here I have a brain dump, a to-do, a supply reorder, and this is pretty much at a glance what I need to be seeing every day. So whenever it's batching week and I need to pull up a new idea, I'll go ahead and hit the candle ideas page, and I can pull 2 ideas from here per week, and then I can schedule those into my batching week. And of course I'm going to replenish and restock whatever I need to. So what I like to do here, like I said, I'm a visual person, so I have another board called Organize the Week, and I've shown this to you guys in another video, so I'm going to link a whole bunch of relative videos down below so you can check those out. I don't want to get too repetitive, but pretty much what I'm going to do here, so this here is kind of a way that I'm able to plan everything out by time. So I pretty much have an idea of how long things take me due to like a program called Toggle. And what Toggle does is you can track your day, and it really lets you know actually how much time you're spending on a task, because sometimes we tend to underestimate how long something takes us. It actually takes us longer than we think to complete certain projects. So what I've done is I brain dumped everything that I need to do for batching week. You see here I have these cards that have times on them, and from here I can kind of filter out how long these things are going to take me, and I can start dragging them into their slots. And I've done a video on this before, so I'm just going to go ahead and speed it up and then show you guys what I do from here. Alright, so I've got some things filtered out, and usually I have a bit more than this, but I'm just using this as an example. So this is pretty much how my batching week is going to look, and then I can see here how long these things are going to take me. So what I'm going to do now is I also use Google Calendar to help me plan out everything. And like I said, I have a video on this, and I will show you guys how that all works. So here is my Google Calendar, and I'll actually take you to a blank week so that you can see exactly how everything looks. So this is my week that is already set up, and these tasks, they reoccur every week because these are pretty much my set in stone things, my routine. So the way I do that is I just click, and then I can put whatever I do. So if I go to the gym and then save it, and you can go in and actually have the task repeat. So you can repeat it Monday through Friday, and then you'll see the task will repeat. So I'm going to actually delete all events, and it's going to go away. So this is how my template looks every week, and from here I can kind of go in and visualize where I can do things. So anything in green is my working time, so when my son's taking his nap and when he's asleep at night is my working time. So I can now go into my Trello and kind of see everything here. So pretty much I need to start with creating new products. So that takes me about 2 hours. So this whole time block is gone. So I'm going to go ahead and here, creating. So you can see here I have that scheduled in on Monday. When I have something scheduled in, of course I like to visualize. So here we go. I hit it with a green tab on Trello. So now I know that's scheduled in. So pretty much I go in like sequential order of what's going to happen next. So after I create products, what happens next? I need to prep the stock. So prepping stock is going to take me about 2 hours. So let me go here, and I'm going to say, okay, prepping stock, so maybe later in the night. I can dedicate to just prepping the stock. So if anything else comes up during this time, I'm going to put it on the back burner unless it's something that I have to do immediately. So what that means is, say something comes up and I'm like, hey, I think I really need to edit this image and put it on my website because it'd be beneficial, blah, blah, blah. Well, is that something that I need to do right now, or can that wait towards admin week when I'm already like in my editing programs and all of that? So when things like that come up, I really just go back to my workflow, and that's when I just throw it in the brain dump. So I'll throw it in the brain dump, and when it comes time to schedule that in, then I know, hey, I remember this idea and now it's time that I need to go ahead and schedule that in, so that you're not sitting here multitasking back and forth. So I found that has really helped me, and what I'll do is I'll just keep going into my organize the week until everything is scheduled out. So I go ahead and just hit things with the green label as I put them into my calendar. So now that I know everything with green has been scheduled into my week, and then I can visualize here that there's no labels on these. So the things that don't have labels, I can see at a glance what didn't get scheduled in, and I can either throw those back into the brain dump, or I can figure out what can I do to get those scheduled in to the week. So that's pretty much how I get things from the goal, from the big task, all the way down to the smaller tasks and into my calendar. So of course there are other things that I do throughout the week, so chores and things like that. So I have time here where I can do chores and errands, so I schedule those too. So I have another calendar here that's for chores, and I can put chores. And what I typically like to do, since chores aren't something that occur at the same time every day, I'll go in and edit it, and then I'll add a notification so that my phone will go off and tell me, hey, you plan to do this chore during this time, and then I can say, oh yeah, let me go ahead and start that. So that's how I handle chores and anything else that I need to do outside of work. And then of course this time also is for like when my son is awake and we need to go outside and do all those little kid things. So I keep some time open for that, and of course like just personal wind down time. So that's pretty much how everything looks. So this is how my schedule looks once everything's filled in. I have my little doctor's appointments, errands, and you see all of my work is scheduled out. Some of it is. I had some open schedule here, but for the most part everything that I needed to do was scheduled out. Now I really want to show you something fun that I discovered, and it's with a tool called Notion, and I'm actually switching from Trello to this template just to kind of test it out. And if you're someone who's really into video games, I don't play video games anymore, but I just don't have time. So I found this template really cool. So Notion is another way that people can organize and plan your days, and it's a clean slate when you have a Notion, so you really can customize it. I will say that it does take time and to get things how you want them to look. So this template is a little more advanced. It takes a little more time. I will link it down below, but I think it's so genius and fun, and it's pretty much a gamification template. So as you can see, this is my little game avatar here, and I have level, experience, gold, and it's really cool. And I'm also going to link the video down below that introduced me to this. And as you can see here, I have my success plan. And as I check things off and complete tasks, so let's say I complete this task, and you can see here my level, experience. I'm just going to complete a task and hit complete, and I completed that. Oops. And you can see my goals and level and all that go up as I complete tasks, which is really fun. And then here is, I totally customized this area. This wasn't here before. So I have a brain dump section that I can type into, and these are all of my little quick links. So it pretty much replicates my Trello board, but this is just a different kind of way of doing it. It's a little bit more fun and unique. So as you can see, this is my YouTube video template. I'm not going to go too into depth how to use Notion because I'm pretty new to it and it is a little bit more advanced, I would say, than using Trello. So definitely stick with the Trello board. This is totally bonus that I'm showing you guys. I just want to introduce you to something that I've been using. So these are just my YouTube video ideas, and you can see here I'm able to kind of organize those. And I can just go back, and I have a whole bunch of quick links to different pages. And like I said, it's just the same as my Trello board. Supply reorders here. And then here are my daily routines. So I can put out some daily routines here, and I think it's a fun way to just kind of stay on task and keep yourself in check. So as I complete these, my goals will go up. And then a little reflection tracker. So this is totally unnecessary. It's just a matter of what you really want to do. But I thought this was kind of fun. So last night I spent time to go ahead and set this up. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing as of now. So of course, I'll go ahead and link everything down below that I've talked about in this video. I hope that was helpful for you guys, and I hope the applications weren't too overwhelming. So definitely, if you're interested in Trello, check out the link down below because I will walk you through how to use the template. And the main takeaway is to really just take those goals and break them down into smaller tasks. Don't try to multitask, and batch your tasks together by like tasks. I just said tasks a lot. So I think this technique has really helped me just stay on my productivity train and not fall off, because I'm definitely someone who has shiny object syndrome. So if I see something that if I have an idea, if I see something that I really want to go after, I'll kind of leave what I need to do on the back burner and start the new thing, and that's just how you crash and burn. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think, and until next time, bye guys.